Figure 10.16 shows the beginning steps in the computation of the analysis of variance using the Tools Data Analysis add-in for analysis of variance, two-factor with replication. In order to carry out such an analysis, the data needs to be arranged somewhat differently. As shown in figure 10.16, we're going to generate the format of 10.16 using the pivot table capability. We'll begin by going to Data, Pivot Table and Chart Report. Then we will go to Next, and the data we're using is already highlighted. Then Next again. We'll put the result on the existing worksheet in cell F2. The layout we will use will be this: hospital in the rows, we'll put number in the rows, and we'll put sex in the columns. In data we'll put length of stay, and sum of length of stay will be fine because we will have every observation given, so it's not necessary to take an average. When I say OK and finish, I get the pivot table for which it's possible to see some of the entries, and if I pan down you can see all of the entries. Each hospital here, the individuals by sex for each hospital, and male and female here. Now, in order to get the picture shown in figure 10.16, the first step I'm going to take is again to copy this entire pivot table, and I'll copy some area outside the pivot table. Then I'll say copy, paste special, values. So now I've eliminated the pivot table and I simply have a table of numbers. Now there are a number of different pieces which I need to get rid of. To begin with, I will get rid of this portion of the table. Now I don't need this information in my analysis, so I'll get rid of these. And I don't need this grand total column, so I will get rid of it. I also don't need these rows which indicate the sums for each hospital, so I will get rid of them. And I don't need the grand total, so it will go along with the sum for dare. And I'm deleting it. And now finally, the last thing that I don't need is the numbers that help to actually arrange the data. So I will delete that column. And I have essentially what is given in figure 10.16. One additional operation will make it exactly like that. In 10.16, I will go to Edit, Clear, Formats, and that eliminates the lines. So now, in order to carry out the analysis of variance for two factors, I go to Tools, Data Analysis, ANOVA two-factor with replication, and as the book indicates, this is a misnomer. There is no replication involved, and in fact, this analysis needs to be adjusted significantly to make it appropriate to replicated data. Then OK will give us this picture. The input range will be all of the data plus the labels on the left. There will be 10 rows per sample, and the output range will go on the same sheet in J. When I say OK, I get the result, which begins here with the means for Albemarle, Beaufort, actually means and variance, sums. But down at the bottom is the actual analysis, and it's possible to see in this analysis that we got exactly the same results that we got in our earlier analysis done without the add-in.